I really couldn't believe I just watched another person hit a jackpot, this time for $104,398. They were watching him very closely, and even though they didn't know exactly how, they thought for sure he was doing something shady, that they just really couldn't believe there was any way for a person to win as often as he won, and as much as he won. He tried to tell them that he wasn't doing anything illegal or cheating or violating any rules, that he just had an easy system he was using, and that it happened to work extraordinarily well. Heck, he even tried offering to share it with them, but none of them would give him the time of day or listen, and he was scared that they were about to throw him out and not pay him. That's when he quickly calmed the security staff down by keeping his composure and explaining to them how he wasn't doing anything dishonest or immoral, that he'd simply created an easy-to-use system that works extraordinarily well at any casino or online casino. Hi, my name is Jason Nash, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. This man was one of the many people I've interviewed that are part of an elite insider group. After learning this easy-to-use system that only a select few know, it allowed me to finally clear up all of my debts, some of which had been lingering over me for years. I'd taken my family to the Bahamas for 2 weeks, where we stayed in an exclusive suite, living like royalty as we enjoyed daily activities, including snorkeling, swimming with dolphins, and the water parks. I was able to buy my 2 kids all of the clothes they'd been wanting for years. New running shoes, the latest video games, the latest toys, everything. But watching the insider nearly thrown out of the casino and threatened to not be paid that day sure put me back to reality quickly. I came to the conclusion that if I was going to keep using this same revolutionary system and keep building long-term wealth by putting more and more money in the bank with it, I'd needed to start being a lot more cautious. Here's the reality. Once you know how to beat the casinos, which is what I'm going to share with you in this short presentation, there are going to be tons of people who aren't going to be happy about it. As you possibly win over and over again for months at a time, you'll have to start rotating the casinos where you play, because casinos hate when you win. And even when you win bigger payouts, possibly $5,000, $15,000, maybe even $150,000 or so, these casinos still won't be pleased. They become terrified that you're winning too much and try anything to put a stop to it. Yet here's the thing. Everything you'll be doing is 100% legal and ethical, and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. And it's the same system these other people have used to win. People like Brenda S. of Chicago, Illinois, who recently wrote me saying, "Jason, I'm just writing you quickly to thank you for completely changing my life. This month I've already won big 4 times, and it's all thanks to your system. I'm still in shock how easy your system is to use. Even a kindergartner could use it. I'm also extremely happy you're limiting the number of people you're going to share this info with, because if you shared it with everyone, I think casinos would go out of business." And Garrett C. of Miami, Florida, who says, "Thanks for the help, Jason. I'm now crushing it on the blackjack tables. I've never won this much in my life. Can't wait to keep on winning. Your friend, Garrett." And Russell B. of Detroit, Michigan, who says, "Executed your system perfectly today and won $13,000 on the Buffalo slot machine. I'm still in complete shock. It's a dream come true, Russell." Now, as a professionally skilled mathematician, if you'd asked me just a few years ago if there was some secret to beating casinos consistently, I would have more than likely laughed in your face and called you an idiot. I mean, I did know that to some extent the games all had to be beatable, because they'd been created by humans, and as a result, it was impossible for them to be perfect. But if consistently winning was so simple, then we'd all be millionaires, correct? There's no way in hell of that, I thought. And until just a few years ago, I'd never even stepped foot in a casino. But all that changed in March of 2003. The Progressive Megabucks jackpot just hit for $38.7 million, and it was all anyone on the news or at work was talking about. Now, I did have job security, but it didn't pay much, and I was also piled high in debt, something that always seemed to be weighing my family down and stopping us from getting ahead in life. And I almost always felt like I was just barely getting by. I definitely was never in a position to purchase or even drive an elaborate sports car, or to live in a wonderful home where I felt my family would be both comfortable and safe. And there were many months I was uncertain about where the money would come from to pay for my kids' school supplies, or to put 3 healthy meals on the table. My wife was working 2 jobs. It was making her tired, and, she promises, even triggering her to age faster than the average person. I mean, we weren't extremely broke, but we were struggling.